What it do, family? It's your boy, the minister, the reverend, the chaplain, Jay Whitfield Inspires, coming back at you once again with another video. So, I got to take care of some housekeeping before we get going. So first, I've been getting some inquiries about the membership. So to join the membership of my YouTube channel, where I'm going to be doing exclusive videos, more personalized videos, answering questions and things like that, you got to join the membership. But to do that, you click the join button right beside the subscribe button on the channel. So if you look down where it shows how many subscribers I have, you will see a button that says join. You click that and you can see how you can join the membership. So just exclusive content and things like that. Also like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, Jay Whitfield Inspires, also YouTube and TikTok. So today we're going to be talking about are Virgo men loyal? I get this question from one of my subscribers. She sent me this. She want to know, are Virgo men loyal? I thought I did a video of this a while back, but maybe I haven't. And if I sound a little funny, y'all, I got on headphones and things like that because I'm in the library. It's a little quiet, so the audio may be a little off, but y'all try to rock with your boy, okay? All right. And so are Virgo men loyal? One thing I'm going to say, I don't speak in absolutes, and I don't. There's always exceptions to every rule. I would say that. So let's see. Are Virgo men loyal? I would say yes and no. Yes and no. So let's start with yes. One, yes. Virgo men are loyal. One, they love who they are with. If they're with you, they are with you. They're very exclusive, and they don't just pick any old woman. So when a Virgo man finds a woman that they like, they're interested. They're gonna be loyal to it because he don't want to lose it, and this and that. On the no side, I can say no because some Virgo men are undisciplined, right? Some Virgo men don't know how to be loyal, just like some men don't know how to be loyal. So when they get with somebody, they don't know how to be that. So that's my answer, yes and no, but we're going to break this down because there are two types of Virgos out there, just like there are two types of men. And this is just my assessment, my opinion, things I have seen, and dealt with personally. You have the disciplined Virgo man and the undisciplined man, Virgo man. What do I always say about men on the channel? I say that discipline is a man's greatest asset. That's the number one thing that a man has to have in his life is discipline. If a man is disciplined, he can conquer the world. So discipline, having discipline, is a man's greatest challenge. Men need to have discipline from being a little boy, always going up to a grown man, because discipline is how we train ourselves. Discipline is how we stay on task. Because as men, we see a lot of things we want to go to. We see a lot of things that we want to get, but it takes discipline to go to not. It's a Bible verse. I think 1 Corinthians, I want to say 9 and 13-ish. I could be wrong, but it talks about running your race to win. It's one of my favorite Bible verses. It says something along the lines of, run your race to win, because in a prize, only one person gets the prize, right? And you have to run your race to win. You have to have purpose in every step. I'm summarizing, okay? I'm paraphrasing. But basically, the verse talks about having purpose in every step. Excuse me. It talks about being disciplined and training yourself, because if you're not disciplined, then somebody else is going to take your place because you are not disciplined. You don't have the forthright to say, no, I don't need to do this, and no, I don't need to do that, and you're going to lose. So that's one of my favorite Bible verses. So as a man has to be disciplined. So let's deal with the undisciplined. Well, I think it goes to disciplined man. The disciplined man and the disciplined Virgo man, he's going to know how to say no to things. He's going to know how to turn stuff away. It doesn't mean he's perfect, but he's going to know how to say, you know what, I can't do that. I have somebody dependent on me. I have somebody that loves me. I have somebody that I'm committed to. I have somebody that I'm loyal to. And if I do this, this is going to hurt her. This is going to hurt my family. It's going to hurt myself. It's going to hurt a lot of things I got going on. So I'm going to deny myself many things, like the Bible says, that's going to keep me from doing my best. And this is tough for a lot of men because so many things are out there. And I'm talking about, when it comes to women, So the undisciplined Virgo man, or the undisciplined man in general, it's going to be more difficult for him to say no to certain things, right? And it can compromise his loyalty, And sometimes Virgo men or men in general don't do these things purposely to hurt you. Now, I know from a woman's perspective, a woman was like, look, if you love me, you won't do this. And I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree with that. But I will say, a lot of times, it's not a lack of love for that woman per se. It's a lack of discipline. Because you can still love somebody and make a mistake. You can still love somebody and do wrong. It's very people do it every day, you know. But for most men, it's discipline. Let's say you got somebody, you got a good woman at home, all that good stuff, family. But you see this other beautiful woman over here. Okay, you could look. I mean, she fine. Look at her. She got a booty or whatever, you know. But let it stop right there. Don't fantasize about it. Don't go, because then you start to put yourself in position to be compromised. And a lot of times, compromise happens a little bit over time. And sometimes men can put themselves in a position where they feel like they can't say no. Because men are very fleshy. You know, men are physical. We are visual creatures. We fall through our eyesight and physical touch and things like that. So a lot of times, in many cases, when men are unloyal, they haven't been thinking about that woman for a long time, or they haven't been like falling in love with that woman. It's more physical and visual, where I see it, I want it, I gotta have it. They're not thinking. But a disciplined man will think before he acts. We all see it, disciplined and undisciplined. You know, my friend got married. One of my best friends got married a few years ago. His father was talking to all the fellas before he walked down the aisle, and he told us his father was a preacher. I'm a preacher too, but his father told us here, fellas, being married as a man being married doesn't mean that you're not gonna see pretty women. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna see women that you absolutely want to smash. You know, but the difference is you have to be disciplined. He said, I see beautiful women every day. I see women I would like to have every day. But it stops right there. See, like, I don't be fantasizing about it. I don't approach them. If they approach me, I cut it off quickly. I keep things around me that's gonna help me win. I think about my family. I think about what it means to my wife. I think about the commitment I made to her, our vows. He said all that will overcome that natural desire. You see, the desire is not wrong. Because you're a human being, you have the desire. The desire is not wrong. It's the act that might be wrong. And he said you have to be disciplined. You have to know before you get into that marriage that you can say no to certain things. Because you're going to see things that you want. You're going to be tested. You're going to be tried. That's just a part of being a man. Any man that's worth his weight in salt, as they say, he's going to be tried. He's going to be tested. And we can move this away from relationships and just talk about just a man's journey in life. If you want to be skilled at something, let's just say sports, you gotta train yourself. You gotta not eat certain things, not eat sugary food. You gotta train your body. You gotta take sacrifice. You gotta be disciplined to say, you know what, I'm gonna do this every day to get to a certain goal. And that's what it is for me. It's all about discipline. So an undisciplined Virgo man is gonna be unloyal because he has so many things to fight against that he hasn't trained himself to do. And some of these men, they just don't know. You know, they've been doing something so long they think it's normal. But a disciplined Virgo man will be very loyal. He can think about those things because as Virgos in general, we don't like nothing to get messed up in our life. We like everything in our life to be as perfect as possible because we are perfectionists. This is who we are. This is who we are. Also, the next thing, what is your definition of loyal? And I know here y'all go, y'all gonna be like, oh, here he goes trying to manipulate us, trying to redefine a definition. So I know what it is. On a basic level, loyal is loyal. You loyal to me, I'm loyal to you. You're gonna be with me and only me, I'm gonna be with you and only you. That's what loyal is. I get it. However, I say this question, what's your definition of loyal is because this is the reality of this is the reality that's out here in this day and age. People question everything. So I want you to be ready for when you dating somebody, not just Virgos, that they're gonna have different definitions. Like, what do you mean by loyal? Do you mean cheating on you physically? Do you mean cheating on you emotionally? Do you mean going out with other people? What is your definition of loyal? I guarantee you, most people have their own definition of these things. So I'm not trying to manipulate you, but I want you to be clear with whoever you're dating. Like, this is my definition of loyal. Okay, this is my definition of commitment. This is my definition of dating. This is my definition of cheating. So you can be clear. It's all good. So what's your definition? Because What you think loyal is and what he think loyal is may be two totally different things. And he may not feel like he's doing anything wrong. I'm talking outside of like physically cheating. But you may think he's doing wrong, so they talk about that. Another thing about loyal Virgo men and unloyal Virgo men, you got to understand that Virgo men, they love the companionship of women. I'm going to say that again. They love the companionship of women. This is very true. I love the companionship of women. And all the time, it's not even like romantic and things like that. We just love the energy and the vibe that women bring. You know, most men love that anyway. This is why you see a lot of well-to-do men or men of standard or whatever. A lot of time they be surrounded by a lot of men. I mean, a lot of women. Let's say in the videos and stuff like that. Now, and you can just look at throughout history, dignitaries, kings, and things like that. They be surrounded by women. A lot of popular men in the Bible had a lot of wives, concubines, and stuff like that. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just kind of describing the nature of who you may be dealing with. And now if that's not for you, you can say, hey, look, that's cool. That's not for me. You go do your thing. There's nothing wrong with that. And again, I'm not speaking in absolutes. Okay, so we can understand that. But they do love the companionship of women. And if you meet a Virgo man, most of them you meet, they're gonna have a lot of female friends, or they're gonna have a lot of women they are close to, and things like that. And they just do. They just do. Like, women tend to be cool with these guys. Women tend to kind of, I won't say flock to them, but they tend to be close to a lot of women. I know a lot of women I'm close to, and it's all good. It's no funny business. But we do love the companionship of women. What I say all the time, that the reason why a lot of women get confused with the love of Virgos is because Virgos love companionship. That companionship can feel like a relationship. It can feel like romantic love, because as a man, he gonna do the things that a man should do around a woman. Have that protection energy, make sure you're good. Just chivalry and stuff like that. That's kind of who he is for the most part. So you're gonna feel that, but this gonna bring up loyal questions, because some of these women he might be close to, very close, and I see somebody peeking over the top back there. I'm in the library, y'all. Some of these women he may be very close to, and you gotta get an understanding of what's going on, who it is. So moving on from that. Another thing you have to understand about Virgo men is that these guys are very nomadic. Very nomadic. All right, y'all, I'm doing a little bit of shifting around with my video. But these guys are very nomadic. What is nomad? What is a nomad? A nomad is a person that likes to just move around, be here, be there, be everywhere. They're a free spirit. I'm like that. I'm all over the place all the time. We like to roam. We like to be. We like to be everywhere. Sometimes we're not feeling good unless we just being able to roam and be free and be ourselves. And this is a spirit that's very deep within him. So this could be a problem, because if he's undisciplined and he's a roamer, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. And I'll say that about anybody. I'm trying to be unbiased. But they like to roam. But if he's disciplined and he's a roamer, you have nothing to worry about. He can be around a million women, beautiful women, and he'd be good. I'm like that. I'm around beautiful women all the time. Yeah, I'd be cool. I don't be tripping. I don't gotta have all these women. But you do have to understand that this is a free spirited person, and this bothers a lot of women. Women like to be around the guy all the time. And it can bring up a question of loyalty. The next thing to go with that is that Virgos tend to attract very unique women. They do. Now see, these might not be the guys that get all the women, right? But they get very quality women, and just women that are very unique, something different about them, something special about her. So think about it. If you date a Virgo, or you like a Virgo, or y'all have energy, think about how different and unique you are, right? Think about how different and unique you are from other women. and there you go. You know, but these guys, they really attract some very unique women. I mean, the women that kind of comes to them, I don't know where they come from. You know, like women nowadays, women that be around me, they're very different. They're just very unique. They just into something. You know, and it's just like that. You know, that's why when Virgos do get in a relationship, the relationship is very special. People they have a lot of eyes on them just because of who they are. You know, I don't know, but it's like that. So kind of watch that. Just pay attention to that. You know, I'm just kind of going over stuff. Uh, but listen, when a Virgo man is disciplined, no other woman matters. Nothing else matters but you. You know, when he is disciplined, he can fight off that stuff. You know, he can push that stuff to the side. It may be hard, but he can do it because he's worked at it. You know, and it goes with anything. Any person when you discipline. I'm gonna elaborate. See a lot of stuff. When you discipline yourself, um, you know how to turn down things. You're a different breed. You know, nothing matters, or nothing else matters. Also, when they are healed properly, this also brings discipline as well. You know, being healed. Now, some Virgo men, they may be unloyal because they are unhealed, and that's like a whole nother topic. Now, they might have been hurt in the past, or they may have grown to do certain bad habits and bad customs in their life that cause them to be unhealed. And this unhealedness, brokenness, let's say that, it brings on certain behaviors, you know. And if they are unhealed, that's a dangerous person. Not like physically, but just they unhealed. You ever dealt with an unhealed man or anything like that? It's not easy. So they need to be healed first before they date. That's very serious, you know. Excuse me. Because sometimes they may not even know they're doing these things, or they may not even view these things as wrong. And I'm not using it as a cop out, but I've seen a lot of people do things today and age, and they just don't feel like it's wrong. You know, like yo, this is life. This is what I do. What you mean is wrong? You know, it's something you need to explore. Also, going back to the I can't talk, y'all. The nomadic topic. Uh, Virgo men have a desire to explore. You know, they need to roam and fly like a bird. They do. Now, this doesn't always mean that they go on searching for women. Sometimes you just need to go, do whatever. Me, I'm always on the road. I'm always doing stuff. I'm always here. I'm always there. Sometimes I go out and go for walks. Sometimes I get on my bike and I just ride for miles. Sometimes I get in my car, I just ride for miles. No destination. I just go somewhere and just chill. So they have a desire to explore, but that could contribute to some loyalty and unloyalty questions. Did I say that right? Who knows? Another thing is they have the ability to be the most loyal and the most unloyal for all the reasons that I just named. So they can't be the most loyal sign. They can't, because when it's on, it's on. But also when it's off, it is off. Because he's into his bad habits. He got all these women that he like, you know, and things like that. And that's hard to overcome for any person. It is. I dated one time when she had a lot of guys that she liked, and she enjoyed being taken out. She enjoyed being all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't do that with her. She was for the streets, man. It's hard to take people out the street. They don't want to be out. You know. Another thing, for a Virgo man to be loyal, which I think most of them are loyal, he has to be ready for that life. He has to be ready for it. This is what I mean. Goes back to discipline. If you have a man in general that's accustomed to being out there, running the streets, or being with this woman and that woman, and he hasn't changed his ways before he got with you, it's going to be very difficult for him to date and settle with you, right? And he may not even know this. He may not even think that he has this lack of discipline. He may think that he can just, hey, we together now, let's do it. And for a lot of guys, that's possible. But a man has to have a track record of discipline because one, it's important for him as a leader of a household, family, wife, that when things get chaotic, he brings the discipline. He brings the structure. You feel what I'm saying? And if he doesn't have that in his own life, he can't add that to your life. Now, everybody can grow. People can learn together. I get it. And most people need to grow. But he has to be ready for it. Now, it's a difference between I'm not disciplined and I'm not willing to be disciplined. That's a whole different ballgame. Now, if he's not disciplined, but he has a heart and a willingness to be disciplined, then you got your good person. Don't give him a good person because they're willing, you know. But if you need somebody that's already there, that's cool too. I'm just kind of give you all the understandings of this thing. You know, if you meet a guy, he realizes he's not disciplined or this and that. He said, look, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm willing to make the sacrifice. I'm willing to be disciplined. I'm willing to show you I can be what you need. That's a good person because he's ready to go there. But if a person like, I can't do it, I can't be disciplined, run. Because it's only a life of heartache and pain. You know, it is. And the last thing I want to talk about with this topic is, you know, some of the Virgos, I think a lot of them are loyal because they just don't have the time and energy to be unloyal. You know, like Virgos don't have a lot of time, a lot of nonsense, and dating multiple women and all this stuff is exhausting. You gotta give all these women attention, time, love, a lot of stuff that Virgos don't have. You know, it's hard enough dealing with one woman and all her books. You know, imagine like 2 and 3. You know, so a lot of them are loyal out of laziness. The opportunity is there. Don't get it twisted. The opportunity is there. They just look like I don't feel like it because see, Virgo, they look ahead. They know. You know, okay, I got this woman. I got my girl, and there's another girl over here that wants my attention. She's beautiful. She's thick. She got it. She just my type. Gotta be cool, quote unquote. But do you really feel like dealing with all that? Because she might be all these things, but she's also bringing a whole nother set of problems. She's also bringing a whole nother set of issues and dramas and trauma, you know, into your life. You got all that with your girl. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, and most women, unless a woman just says, I want to be your side piece, then it ain't gonna be just your side piece. You know, it's gonna be a whole lot of stuff. You know, and a lot of Virgos just don't feel like doing all that. I know that sound bad, but I'm just being real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't really sugarcoat things. That's how it is. You know, someone just don't feel like it, so they don't even think about it. I'm telling you, like Virgos get approached by a lot of women, and a lot of times they just be like, I ain't got time. You know, I ain't got time. Ladies, imagine. Y'all know what I'm saying is real because ladies, y'all get approached by men all the time, and y'all get approached by some good men, but you know that man bring a whole lot of nonsense. And so you like, you know what? I don't even feel like it. I don't even feel like going to dinner. I don't even feel like taking your call because I already know I gotta deal with some BS. Right? Y'all feel me? But anyway, I hope you got something out of this video. All that good stuff. So yeah, send me your questions and stuff like that. Put it in the comment section. Have you ever dealt with an unloyal Virgo? Or is your Virgo loyal? You know, let me hear your thoughts. Also, join the membership on the membership button beside the subscribe button. And like, share, and subscribe. And share this video. And let's get this channel to, I think I'm at 21,000 subscribers. Let's get to 22. And then 23, and then 24. Yeah, you remember that? Anyway, goodbye.